What in the hell is this? Oh, wait, what? A ThinkPad. What? You're gonna start asking me, oh, since when you're doing laptops now? I thought you're a phone channel. No. Like, I'm doing everything now. Everything, I mean. So, I would say, let's start with actually kind of refurbing this thing. The way that we can do. The best way I can do it, the best I can do. It's not gonna be the best, but it's still gonna be at least something. Let's see what I got first. Well, it's a ThinkPad with missing keys and one rubbed off key. The screen's in good nick, at least. That's good. It's still the old design of the ThinkPad. It's not the new design when they decided to switch to the Lenovo thinking of how it worked. Let's see if William shows up as if I press the power button. Ah, the screen's broken. What in the hell is this? The hell is the GPP desktop? Forgot passphrase? Not configured, okay. Advanced, bypass. Okay. It looks like the drive is encrypted. Cool. Well, that's not great. So, also, let's crack it open actually. Let's see what this has. Let's start with the battery out. And there's a SIM card slot. If you can see right there, there's a SIM card. You can have mobile data on this thing? Since when? Wait, what? Okay, let's crack it open and see. Let's unscrew this screw. What I can see of. One, we crack open this side. And from what I understand, and I understand clearly, just slide down and it comes off. Awesome. That's actually a very good thing. Oh, the fans are dirty. That we probably need to reform and paste it too. There's a WWAN card, and we can see a hard drive. Let's start with that for today. Well, not for today, but for this current instance of time. Let's just try take out the hard drive and swap it with the SSD. I will say one thing. I have a pre-installed Windows 10 LTSC on SSD on this, so a bit of shocker. I did do a bit of prep work beforehand. Actually, what drive was it originally? A WD Black. 320 gigs. Say the 3 gigabytes. Lenovo part number. Okay, so it was an original drive. It looks like. From the zip file, I'm ready to give into it because I want to do a couple of things. The problem with this also has drive. It plays around with a bit, so it annoys the crap out of me. Yeah. So let's first put this in. and show. Oh, it has like this thing. It first goes in. Okay, you can't see what I mean by it unless I showed you an angle. It's you put it in like this and like that. Nice. Okay. So if we do again the same thing again, take this and turn it on. It should just boot into Windows now. You can hear the drive working away, so it's not the greatest. Hey, Windows, amazing. Okay, let's turn this off. Take out the battery just in case. And let's start mixing stuff, because I have here a 8 gig DDR3, but all the RAM that this has is DDR3L. So I hope I can have 8 gig stick of DDR3 base. Let's see. Nice! Yeah, it booted into Windows. Nice. What does it think? 8 gigs of DDR3. 1600 megahertz. Nice. Okay. Let's try. Let's start with the original configuration of trying to put DDR 2 gigs of DDR3. Let's boot into BIOS so we can see. Okay, so we now have how much? We have 10 gigs of memory. No, that's good. So 10 gigs show up. I won't make it to 12 gigs. It's probably not gonna work, but let's see. And let's see if I'm correct. Actually, let's boot into Windows this time, not into BIOS, because BIOS have nothing better to tell. Okay, ThinkPad. Please wait. Alright, because I keep turning off and on and on and off, and right. Windows is gonna be just crapping itself now. And we have 12 gigs of RAM. Nice. So yes, you can mix and match DDR3 and DDR3L on ThinkPad T440p. So good. We got one thing off the bucket list. Next thing off the bucket list is to fix the keyboard. As convenient to say, but off camera beforehand I did go through 3 different keyboards. Yes, you heard me right. 3 different keyboards, just purely so I can get all the keys I need. And let's start putting them. I do not have a replacement trackpad or the screen, but I will try to order, expand even more. Put a WWAN card into it. I'll not be connecting anything, and I just want to see purely, is it gonna complain about the fact there's a WAN card now, or is it on, I hope it's not on the white list. Oh, sorry, on a black list. Because these laptops have list of cards that it can and cannot have, because this same card was an issue on the ThinkPad X260, because I do own that too, and I will make a video about that soon. Okay, so there it is. Let's see if it's gonna complain. Come on, give me a system offer right. You're saying that I can have 4G on this laptop. Probably the most stupid features ever, but okay. Presume. The fact that I can have that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there you go. It just works. No issues. Boom. Magic. Mobile data. Insert SIM. Okay. Fine. I guess I'm confused as much as you're confused. Okay. So the WAN card idea would be a good idea, because that would work. Next, I would say the CPU. Actually, no, I think so. The CPU gonna be the last thing I've touched around with it, because I want to fix the DVD drive because it's making noises, and I don't want to be annoying up my ass about it. It is the same thickness. Okay, nice. I can just reuse this drive. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. How was I talking about? You see, the system will not work with a network card. I'll take out the WAN card, because that's not apparently a authorized card to have in my computer. Okay, I guess I will go on a hunt for a 4G modem myself then, whenever I have time and money. It's still better having a chirping one that just goes click, 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 click. It's still a better choice. There you go. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with a bit of panel gap, I guess, syndrome. Next is this. I need to go in order, so one, two. Is it rock solid? It is rock solid. Let's move this aside for a second. Does it want to screw on? The rest of it is like clips, so no, 2 screws, and that's it. Oh, it's not. It's this side that comes off. Makes sense so much. Makes so much sense now. I mean, there's no carpet build up, but right. Oh, wait, what? Can you just... That's actually helpful. So it's sufficient for me, at least. My use is a bit sufficient. You don't see that Apple do this cool stuff, actually helping out the consumer. Okay, except MacBook Neo it's a weird hybrid of a machine nowadays. I don't think so. That Neo has this level of repairability in mind. That you can just tear apart the whole fan assembly, clean it out, and reassemble it back together. We can't just put it like that back in, because, well, it doesn't have a conductive thing that will conduct heat. So we need a thing called thermal paste. I'm just gonna cover this thing. Like, I'm not gonna push in, I'm just gonna spread it with it. So the whole IHS gets... No, there's no IHS, sorry, the whole die will get it. Because that's also another thing why your computer is actually overheating. It's because you don't regularly change your thermal paste. I actually overdue for change the thermal paste on my PC. Even though it's like a Xeon machine type of thing, I still overdue for a change on that. So clean. You will need to follow the instructions on the fan. That you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a reason why. And also carefully, don't go over tightening them. There's a reason why there's springs on them. Until I tighten these screws, my personal opinion, and this is actually works for me all the time is until the head slips on the screw. Like with just the weight of your hand, now not pushing down, just the weight of your hand. If you can't screw in the screw anymore, you tighten the screw a bit too much. Like for example, you can see this one can still freely go around. This one, you can hear it's there you go. The reason why, because you don't want to be having uneven metal to crack the die. Well, if you crack the die, that means, well, you have a bad day. That means you'll be having a dead computer. And breathe hard while thinking of you broke the CPU. And you did not break the CPU, and it actually runs way more cooler now. Sadly, a couple of things I tried to do today didn't work. Is having the modem chip thing, that didn't work because that immediately kicked me out of the experience. The screen replacement didn't work out the way I want to do with the trackpad, so there's going to be still more to this laptop. Again, to you all lot amazing people who actually support and pay if you join the channel, thank you very much for helping out. If you don't, you don't. But if anybody want me to fix this laptop, or I'm not gonna hold the hostage. I will still do it anyways. But like, if you want to make the video, me to push this video out faster, for me buying the screen, an IPS panel for this, a nice trackpad, a modem, or another 8GB stick RAM, or bigger SSD, or a better CPU, and better. I will get a new battery myself, and yeah. If you want to, join the fan base, and you probably with that there's gonna be soon more coming out of like specifically for select audiences, because for the select I have the archive series. Stay tuned, like a full-on like overview of this thing, or just playing around with it, seeing if it's usable in 2026. But yeah, in current configuration. So what we have, a BIOS update from 2015, dual channel type, that's good. Both DDR3 apparently shows up. Core i5 4300M, 37 TRP, and it's currently running 55 degrees Celsius at the current second. 55 degrees Celsius. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Next on, whatever YouTube thinks is important. And here, you can subscribe, or you can scroll down for more information, like our link tree, or Discord server, or whatever we think important for you to see.